Bafetu, another Ama farmer, welcome. What happens for the mealie to turn into mealie pap? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. And that is secondary agriculture. You know, checkers, Pick and Pay, there's this section here, the juice. You know, these health juices. So today we brought in somebody who does exactly that. But you know what? Let's welcome Mama Isabella. She does something called Gumbo Juice. Mama, welcome.
I thank you. For inviting me here.
Yeah, of course. By the way, we met at Africa Agritech, and then I took a sip of the juice. And hey, and then that's where I met you. So please tell us briefly your background. Who are you, where you come from, and what you do?
Okay, my name is Mamosebetsi Isabella Twala. I'm from Mabopane. I am into agro-food processing and beverages industry. And process Gumbo Juice. That's what I'm doing.
Gumbo kiing?
Gumbo is another name for okra, also known as lady's finger. And here in South Africa, Baibiza delela mandande.
Yeah?
Because of its slimy, that's how it has been named.
Where does it originally grow in the country? Which area?
I learned more about okra when I was into farming, and I was introduced to it by one of the farmers from Zimbabwe. That's how I learned more about it.
So let's get into your journey a little bit. Before you used to, or do you still do primary agriculture? Do you farm?
I would really love to go back. I can say once a farmer, you'll always be a farmer. So I still have a passion for farming. And that's what I definitely want to do, to grow my own okra, as I used to.
So you say you used to. What happened?
I ventured into agro-food processing during COVID-19. It made me to be where I am today.
What were you farming particularly at the time?
It was spinach, beetroot. It was crop farming, basically. But one of the main crops that I was farming is okra. And I can say that most of the South Africans don't know much about it. Hence, I loved it so much because of the great health benefits thereof. And I ventured into food processing with it.
So now, COVID-19 happened. Did it cause you to stop farming? And also what happened? Tell me the process from primary agriculture to you decided, no, you know what, let me start making this juice.
We remember during COVID-19, there was this thing of curfew, there was this thing of lockdowns and all that. And also our sales revenue dropped drastically so, and we couldn't pay our farmers very well. And then I was seated at home, not knowing what to do and all that. And as I was busy in my kitchen, that thought came to me that, hey, by the way, you have background of analytical chemistry. Why can't you start processing this and will help really a lot during this pandemic?
Speaking about your education, so what were you trained in?
I have analytical chemistry background. I've also studied health analysis and critical control point, and also about food handling. So those are the courses that I've done, processing background.
All right, so now I'm interested in, what did you say? You just wake up and take spinach and garlic and obo mixer and then you drank? Or please tell me about the process of the juice.
No, I didn't do that. Like I said, knowing the health benefits of okra, because of the challenge that we were facing by then, the aim was to help remedy the situation that we're in. And you know that COVID was hitting too much on the chest, respiratory system and all that. So I thought to myself, why don't I mix things that will definitely be of great help? And I came about with ginger, fresh ginger, because fresh ginger boosts immune system. Remember the book, it was affecting also the immune system. And also lemon with vitamin C, it helps with cold and flu. So those are the things that I mixed in, thought of can help. Even today, is still doing an amazing wonders. So
take me through your first experience when you first mixed this thing. Was it an instant success or did you have a few challenges?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't really. Like, I started also putting in garlic. So
garlic more juicing.
I'm telling you, because I wanted whatever that can help by then, really. So I started putting in garlic. I remember one lady saying, "Hey man, you juice, I can smell garlic in it." So, yeah, I hate garlic, this thing of garlic. So it had to be eliminated because of that, because I was trying to help, help out. So really, yeah, that's the thing, because there were a lot of trials and errors. There were a lot of challenges because of the texture of okra itself. So I've experienced a lot of challenges with it. But today I'm here, standing.
And speaking of today, how long did it take you to get the proper mixture?
Thank you for asking that question. It was a serious challenge. I'm telling you, to a point whereby it was recalled from the shelves. It was developing, it was fermenting, it was changing its color. There was no stability on it and all those things. So it was a serious challenge, to such an extent that I remember I was once invited at CSIR and I did my presentation there. They loved my product and they incubated me. They injected money to help develop it. It went through thorough testings, I don't know for how many years.
Yes.
Yes. Because I was saying that, because of its slimy, the texture thereof, if you know okra, if it stays in a room temperature for a week or two, it already starts to change its color. It becomes brownish and all that. So, it was a serious problem. But what I love about it is that the experiences that we were going through was that with the analytical chemistry that I have, the inputs that I made in there and whatever that we had to put in, because I know that it is acidic and what preservative to put in, what preservative not to put in, and processes and procedures in developing it. I was also part of that. So that's what I'm happy about. From the inception up until now, I know the ins and outs of it.
Just tell me, how many flavors do you guys offer? Because I drank the green one, and it's delicious.
Okay, now we have 3, the one with pineapple and the other one with apple. So I had to take out the one of apple because apple is acidic, lemon is acidic, and also okra is a bit of acid. So like I was saying that I had to balance these things because I also want to do different flavors. So I cannot, yes, the original one is with ginger and lemon, but I also want to bring new flavors and all that. So now I have pineapple, so I'm still busy cooking other flavors.
Here you are, you've got this juice now, finally. Ne? Let's talk about the market. I mean, where did you first sell it?
Okay, now you can find my juice at Spa Monument Park. I sell it a lot at farmers markets and even during exhibitions. One-on-one, I always get calls, place orders and all that. That's how I sell it. And now that I've moved to the Innovation Hub, I've started the beginning of this month to do my processing there. You have to know and understand the market for your product. So now I know and understand my market. I've done my market research, so I know where I will be taking it. And I was just waiting for the right facility for me to spread my wings. So watch it.
Yeah.
It will be out there.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hitting a lot of retail stores.
And here's the thing about your juice. When we drank it, myself and colleagues, it's very smooth. You know, it doesn't even, because a lot of health juices out there, they're not nice. But yours has a nice taste to it, like you understand. So well done on that.
I thank you so much.
And here's the thing about markets also that I want to ask you. When you started having this thing, before you even started bottling it, did you have a plan to sell this thing, or are you like, I'll see who's going to buy it?
I do have a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, my target market are pharmaceutical stores, herbal stores, gymnasiums, people who want to live and eat healthy, vegans, vegetarians. Those are my target markets.
There's a lot of products out there. You know. And yet you still enter this market knowing full well, hey, competition is
It's true.
So what makes you stand apart from the next person?
Is that I'm the first person to process okra into a formula. It is challenging. I strongly believe that many have tried. I don't know. But I'm happy to say that I'm the first person and I stood the test of time. I know I have my own recipe that I have to secure, to protect. Yes. Because of, I went through a lot for me to be where I am with this product. So there's no one. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's a new baby on the block. That's the thing that makes me unique, that's make me outstanding.
Now the name Gumbo Juice. So take me through the process. Who came up with that name, and also registration? I'm sure Nediboa.
My son.
No, he came up with that
Zizwe.
name.
Yes, he came with the name. I just wanted to name it Okra. He said, no, mommy, okra is one of the ingredients. So come up with this. So I love the name so much because it's also, you want to know what is this gumbo. It's not a common name. Everything about it, you want it to be unique. Everything about it. So my son came with the name.
Where do you source ingredients? Because I get it when you're not farming anymore.
Yes. At the moment, at Tshwane Market, that's where I source my ingredients. But I would really love to have a farm whereby I work directly with so that I can get my products there for traceability and all that. Yes, that's a route that I want to take.
We as consumers, as much as we are health conscious, if something doesn't taste good, I'm not going to drink it. So what do you focus more on? Do you focus more on the health benefits or the taste, or how do you get that balance correct?
My main focus is on the health. Hey, guys, nowadays we have to eat and live healthy lifestyle. I believe eating and living healthy lifestyle will make one to live longer, happier, without developing all these sicknesses and diseases. Because what you put in will reflect from the outside. So taking care of this body will take care of you. I advocate eating and living a healthy lifestyle. Yes, my juice is not bitter. My juice is not too sweet. My juice is well balanced. You will love it. Whether you are into healthy living lifestyle or not, you'll definitely love it.
I mean, the reason why we're here today, we're talking about processing, okay? And tell me something. You were in primary agriculture. Now
Yes.
you are in processing. Where did you make the most money, by the way? Is it primary or where did you make the most money? And don't be shy. You don't have to tell us how much. Just tell me, for you personally, because for someone else it can be different.
Yeah.
Where is it the most lucrative?
For me, I can say it's processing because I've tried both. And I know the challenges. There are positive and negative challenges that one can have from farming and also from food processing. But with food processing, I don't know, maybe it's because of, when you love something, you will always have a way around it. Food processor, I can say, is an entrepreneur, is an innovator, is a person who is creative, is a person who can turn anything out of something. So I always find way that will make it possible for me to get money. So that's where I step in. And that's where I saw a gap as a black woman that, there's something great there. There's a lot that an entrepreneur can do. There's a lot that an innovator can do. And the more you do it, the more you get money. With a farmer, I can say you farm okra. But with me, I can make a lot of things out of that. There are a lot of revenue streams out of okra that are in here that I'm in the future will be executing. So there's a lot of money for me into agro food processing.
Agro food processing. And speaking of you as a woman in this industry, I mean, you're up against giants. People have been,
It's true.
you've been producing juices since before some of us were born. So how has that process been like for you in terms of markets? How have people accepted your product?
I have challenges, to be honest with you, because of people who knows okra, because of its sliminess. So many a time they say, oh, I know I don't want to drink this because of its slimy and all that. Like I said, that it has gone through thorough testings to such a point that we managed to eliminate that. So the moment you start drinking it, and I'm challenging the viewers to go out there and buy it, then you learn that when it has been processed, it tastes differently. Like you said, it tastes differently, and even the ingredients that have been put there make it excellent.
Why rekisa juice how fun anyway?
I reka, but
which why rekisa juice? So the thing is, now I'm wondering, Mane, you are a woman at the bottom of Africa, trying to make it into a market that is overpopulated with other companies, international companies.
Sure.
So how has the journey been for you to push your product into the market for people to say, hey, you know what? There's this thing called Gumbo Juice. But how has that process been for you as a woman?
Okay, what I can say to you is that, okay, you asked me a question about the challenge. Ne? Let me go back a little bit to that question. It's exporting. Exporting is a little bit of a challenge for me at the moment. Maybe I haven't done my homework very, very well to can find a courier or whatever that can help me to get it out there with the same taste and everything without having been tampered with. Because it needs to be transported in cool temperature.
Cool rooms, yeah.
And all that. So that's a little bit of a challenge that I'm encountering now for me to can take it inside the countries. I'm still busy working on that. If ever there's somebody out there who can help me with that, I will appreciate it. Lifespan, I think, is 6 months.
That's a long time.
Yes, that's a long time. But if ever it can be kept in the room temperature that is required, then definitely I can export it. Definitely can go to other countries out of South Africa.
People think, when you just took things, you mixed juice, and then, no. Let's talk about the bottling. So, who came up with the designer bottle how? Or we don't bottle of fella, juice and then you sold it. I want to know. Here we ask questions. You know, I'm asking.
You're right.
Yeah. You know, I'm asking.
Right.
Yes. I'm asking these questions because the thing is, people will think, I have Isabella Unkile, gingerling, I can do it too. And it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bottling, you're talking about packaging.
Yeah, packaging, yeah.
Okay. No, packaging can get Leon.
Yeah, wait, no, man.
No, packaging can get Leon. Why get here? Because recently we improve. Recently we improve and definitely to a changer because of it's a niche product. It's a niche product and it cannot be packaged the way it is now. So we want it to be because of it is. So it is a niche product. We want the packaging to be classy, it be the best. That's what we are still going to improve it a lot. Everything still needs to be improved, especially because the packaging speaks a lot. The packaging speaks volume for itself. I'm not there, but when it's standing there at the shelf, when it's packed there, it has to come out strong amongst other juices.
Well, it does, because even though when I, as an owner, you say the packaging is sharp, now automatically I can identify it when I walk into a shelf and say, juice but I'm You understand? So look, you did something right there.
Thank you so much.
So I want to know, how long does it take to create the juice itself?
Jesus. I think it takes 3 to 4 hours.
That's short. So 3 to 4 hours per juice. So how about a bottle of wine?
Bottle of wine you can take an hour.
Yeah, so that means you got your ducks in a row. You know your stuff now.
Yeah, an hour. Again, if it's one smaller quantities. So I'm talking about large quantities. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The preparation because we are talking about consumable product here. So we have to know that. We have to know how to handle food. work on contaminations and all that. So it's not a matter of just taking the 1, 2, 3 so we have to know that how you wash it, how you handle it, how you prepare the facility, where your workspace and all that. So hence I'm saying it takes long. It's not about just wiping and all that. Everything needs to be washed whenever I prepare my product. We wash everything thoroughly. We wash our fruits, our vegetables thoroughly. So it's a process on itself. It takes time.
That's the thing about that's the point I was trying to get across. This is actually as serious as a farm operation.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with food that's going to be consumed by people.
Yeah.
So,
and we know a lot of people now out there, they've been dying because of food poisoning. We know about listeriasis and all that. So hence I've gone through trainings to make sure, as a food handler, I must know what is expected of me, because I can put someone's life at risk. So to avoid that, I must follow the right processes and procedures.
What future plans do you have with Gumbo?
I want to do the powder. I want also the soup, because it's a thickener. It has that natural ability to thicken food. So that's route that I also want to take. And what else? Okra water. I know okra water, many people, they do drink okra water, but I know with me, because I've gone through the process of juice, so I know what is it that is needed for it to stay longer and all that. So okra water is also, that one will be coming very soon.
As shocking as this may sound, a lot of people don't even know what okra looks like. Mm-hmm. So now I want to know from you, what made you choose this particular crop from the start?
The health benefits thereof. It is rich in vitamins, in minerals, high in fiber. It helps stabilize blood pressure. It helps with constipation, bloating. And the more you drink it, you start to glow and all that because of the sliminess. So it has a lot of great health benefits. Hence, I can just even eat it like raw as it is.
Yeah, no, you're on your own there. No, nah. So yeah, here's the thing. How many people actually work for you? Because I saw your kids also, they were there at the show. One of them is actually sitting here right now.
Yes.
So yeah, how many people work for you at your facility?
3. So far we are 4 all in all. The more it grows, I will definitely employ, because we know that our GDP and work employment is very low. So I really want to create jobs. That's the desire of my heart.
You said the CSIR is helping you develop this thing.
It has helped me to develop it.
How did you approach them?
I made a presentation, and because they know the health benefits thereof, that's when they adopted me and paid everything for shelf life, for nutritional formulation, and microbiology.
Now, hammering on that point, how important do you think it is for big entities like the CSIR to invest in people like you so that our economy grows? How important do you think that is?
It is very, 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 very much important. And I would really love to applaud what CSIR is doing to food processors out there, because really every year there's an intake. And I believe for them to do this is because of they want to help the country. They want to help eliminate this thing of people who are processing and not knowing exactly what they are doing, not knowing the danger that they pose out there to the consumers. So I'm happy for what CSIR is doing, and I would really challenge food processors and those in beverages industry to approach that industry. They will definitely be of great help, like they did with my product.
So what is your dream for the agri-sector for South Africa?
My dream is to see agri-sector growing. All these years, to be honest, we knew a lot about farming from farm to fork, but not knowing exactly this fruit turned into juice, tomato into tomato sauce and all those things. But now I can say this sector is doing something better because they are advocating, they are teaching us out there that this is something that we can tap into. Because before, I'm telling you, a lot of black people didn't know much about food processing, agro-food processing. So this thing now is coming out there. We are grabbing it with our two hands. We are running with it. We are learning a lot. So when it comes to agri, I believe that the government is playing a substantial role in that.
Mama Isabel, thank you for coming through. Ne? And I saw juice. We're going to drink that juice. We're going to drink it. And also, like, you know what? From my side, from the Farmer side, well done, because you stepped into a field that not many black people will step into, because, like you said, we don't know much about it. So well done, Ma. Thank you for coming through to Farmer, and strength to strength for you and your organization.
Thank you so much.
And there you have it, guys. You see, that's the thing I like about the agri sector in South Africa. We are growing. People are moving more into the other sector as well, which is processing. Thank you guys so much for coming through to Farmer. Hopefully you learned something and hopefully you enjoyed it. See you again on the next one.